All right, well, if you haven't been living under a rock, the word is out. The result is in. Donald John Trump has been elected the 47th President of the United States of America. And yeah, I just felt like I would come on here and talk about it. First and foremost, my prediction was correct. It was a very softball prediction. Just looking at what I look at, the vibes, I try to keep myself not in an echo chamber. I want to see what Democrats are saying. I want to see what independents are saying. I want to see what Republicans are saying. And that's just the general vibes I got. Just want to say that the Republican Party is no longer a party of just the white conservative folk. Record turnout for minorities, including black men, Hispanic women, white suburban women. Um, you know, Trump has expanded the Republican base to something far greater than we've seen the modern Republican Party. Moving forward, the Democrat Party really has to consider, where does it fall now? Who can they appeal to? And I'll be interested to see how that party shift happens. We are in the midst of a party shift. It's pretty incredible to see. I've only looked at this in textbooks, and now I'm getting to feel it. It's very interesting for sure. And yeah, I was also right about my prediction with Muslim voters. They turned out for Trump in Hamtramck and Dearborn, like numbers we've never seen before. And yeah, that's just my initial reporting in terms of just the raw numbers. I saw an interesting statistic that Kamala Harris has not done better by 3% in any county in America than Joe Biden from CNN. And that also could go to my prediction about, maybe Joe Biden was a better candidate. Maybe Kamala was just rushed in there with 60 days to go. And she wasn't. I don't know what goes on in Capitol Hill, right? I'm just a kid on the internet. I don't know, if she was preparing for it for a while, but I would, you know, I have to give Kamala Harris a lot of credit, truly. The fact that you can go from VP to, presidential candidate, and according to the polls and according to the consensus for a while, sometimes leading, sometimes, at a dead heat with Trump is remarkable. She did very good with what she had, the resources that she had. She did a pretty bang up job, and I give her a lot of credit, and I give her campaign a lot of credit. Now, um, on the Trump side of things, I was very, you know, taken aback at how calculated this felt and strategic this felt than 2020. I think in 2020 and even in 2016, just Trump ran kind of as a solo person, but this whole new political philosophy of assembling a super team, as they like to call it, with Tulsi Gabbard, Vivek, J.D. Vance, Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson, or like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. People from all sides of the political spectrum, at least appearing that way, at least, coming together to form a coalition. I think we're going to see more of that in the future, and Democrats are definitely going to take a note on that one. Now, in terms of public sentiment, I'm a college student. I live on a college campus. There are people who are very happy with the election results yesterday, and there were people who are very upset and frustrated with the results. And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I think your feelings about the election are 100% valid. I see a lot of women my age who are frustrated. And I just want, if that's one of you, I just want to say that, you know, your feelings are 100% valid. Don't let anyone, say that they're not. You have the right to feel however you feel like. And on the vice versa, if you are happy with the outcome of this election, you have the right to feel that way. And, I think being open about these things and continuing the conversation to push that needle forward and to walk um, and still stand is something I take for granted in this country. A lot of other countries I've noticed don't have that luxury. You can only vote for one candidate or you can't even vote at all. So, the good news is there are elections just a year away from now, and there's elections 2 years and 3 years, and there's always elections going on. Um, and like this is just my first initial reaction, so there's a lot of thoughts going on in my head, but I'm wearing my Forrest Gump merchandise, Bubba Gump. Thank you to Ella for buying me this shirt. I think it was 3, 4 months ago. It was her birthday yesterday. I doubt you are watching this, Ella, but I hope you have a very happy birthday and or belated birthday, I guess, and I hope you enjoyed that one. Nasty 19, I believe it was. But yeah, you know, talking more seriously, I would say this. Especially from taking it from one of my favorite movies of all time, Forrest Gump. I just think, you know, at the end of the day, I hope we keep the same sentiment that we are all Americans and we love this country so much that we deserve the right to critique it as much as we'd like, and no one should be able to stop you from critiquing this country. I think there's a very um, wrong interpretation of sentiments toward this country. That if you're patriotic, you just have to love your country no matter what. You have to side with your country at all times. I disagree. I think patriotism is the idea that since you have so much affection for this country, since you want to see this country on the right track, it is up to you to, take a stand and say what you believe and be proud of it. So, like I said, if you despise Kamala Harris, if you despise Donald Trump, you can say that freely, and I support it. Not support what you're saying, maybe I have to check what you're saying, but I support the fact that you are standing on your business and saying what you feel. That is, I think we need more of that, especially with the fact that I believe now the legacy media is dead. Truly, they don't have the influence they once had, and it's gone. It's completely gone now. I just like, you know, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. It's done. It's all on the internet. We are the journalists now, for better or for worse. But that's how things are looking like that on that front. Um, so this also might be an unpopular opinion. I really don't know the sentiments around the country. Obviously, this is my very initial reaction, but I'm going to keep loving this country, and I'm going to keep criticizing this country, and I'm going to keep learning from other people. Like I said in videos prior, I only bring so much to the table. I'm a middle class kid, son of immigrants, Indian background, Hindu faith. There's only so much I could say, right? That's why I had my roommate on. I want to know what it's like to be a black man. I want to know what it's like to be a black woman. I want to know what it's like to be, you know, a guy in rural Alabama who's a farmer, or someone in Los Angeles who's trying to make ends meet, or someone who's dealt with drug abuse. I want to know. I want to hear what America has to say. This channel for me was built on the idea of learning, not endorsing. Um, no one's opinion is going to drastically change. So I want to learn. I want to be proven wrong. I have this notion that if you are passionate about something, I'm going to pull up a chair, I'm going to shut my mouth, and I'm going to listen, because I think if someone's compassionate, I'm going to give them my full ears and attention, because I want to learn. I want to grow. I always have this thing. I used to have this anxiety as a kid. I was always like, I was very outspoken as a kid, and I was like, had that anxiety of being proven wrong. And I just realized, if I just let go of that idea that you can be wrong, the idea that, you know, you're not always right on everything, that's good. You know, seek failure, seek to prove yourself wrong, I think is great. And I think this country has stood the test of time, and I think we will continue forward. But that only starts with conversation. That only starts with conversation. As soon as we lock the doors, as soon as we, shut our eyes, close our ears, that's when tension builds, and that's when tension drastically grows and just manifests into something I don't want to see happen. So if you disagree with this election, if you are upset with Donald Trump, please let me know in the comments. I really want to hear what you have to say. Maybe if you're a woman and you're upset, let me know. If you're happy that Donald Trump won, I want to know why are you happy, and how you feel this country is going in the next 4 years. And yeah, happy birthday, Ella. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your day, and I will still see you tomorrow.